Be careful. And you just want to begin to pour some of that hot wax. Hello, beautiful creatures. Welcome to my channel. I am Aradia, the Witch of Dark Light, and I hope you all are doing well. So it's been a minute, but I wanted to come on here and share with you because I was getting ready to create a skull candle and a loaded skull candle. So I wanted to take you through what that looks like and some of the things that I do that may be a little different when I load the candle, and share with you the intention for this skull candle. So if you are interested, please do stick around.
Can't have one without the other. The dark without the light.
So I have firstly a white skull candle here. I don't know if you guys can see the features on this skull, but I just chose white. First of all, I only had white and black, but I chose white because it is setting the intention for myself to kind of, I want to set the intention to be able to be open to receive the messages for the intention that I set, to help guide me in the steps that are needed for some of the things that I asked for, and to kind of be open, because sometimes your mind can be blocked, full of mundane tasks, full of disbelief, full of things that just makes you feel like some things can be overwhelming that you are asking for. So all of those reasons is why I chose this white skull candle, and even why I'm using a skull candle to cast this magic. Well, let me take you first through the process. So first you want to acquire the skull candle, and you want to choose the color that you would like to use according to your intention, because when you are working candle magic, you want to try and have as much symbolism that is in alignment with the intention that you are setting. You want to put as much symbolism into that magic, to give it all the chances of success. So you want to do all the things. So you want to choose the skull candle accordingly. So then next you want to, if you will be carving on your candle, you want to get something to carve with. And I have here a skewer, things that I have a pack of these for when we grill shish kebabs. So I think it's quite perfect to carve on candles. So you want to get something. If you don't have this, if you don't have a toothpick, get an old pen that you're not using, or a pencil. You don't want to get a knife, because sometimes the knife kind of, it's difficult to carve a straight line. You want to get something with a point straight edge. So you have that, and you want to, since we are loading this skull candle, what you would want to get is the things that you will, and it can't be a lot, obviously, because it's going to be a small hole, and you have to fill that hole up back with the wax. So you want to get the botanicals, or the next thing that I'm going to tell you, you're going to have that to put inside the skull candle. You want to get a spoon. I have my cute little witchy spoon here, but you want to get a spoon to dig out a hole in the bottom of the skull candle. So these are some of my, this is my prosperity blend. And I wanted to put a touch of bling to it. So I have my green sprinkles, and that will be going over what it is that I carved that I'll share with you in a moment. And then I have my road opener oil that I felt was good to use with this because, again, I want to open up the channel to give me eyes to see and ears to hear the messages that will be sent for me to be able to channel it and, see the instructions and the mapping to what it is that I want to manifest. So I have that. Next is the thing that I thought about that I don't see anybody doing. So here in this cauldron, I have ashes from my new moon intention that I said that is all about what my intention for this skull candle here. So I have the ashes, and I don't know if you could see that. What I'm going to do is one of the things that you could do instead of putting stuffing botanicals, loading your skull candle with that is the ashes from the intention that you burned. A lot of times on the new moon, we set intentions and we burn it. So you can take those ashes and let that be the thing that you load the candle with. So it can further like imbue the candle with that intention. So it's like you're continuing the working. So that is what I have here. So the first thing you want to do is, you just want to kind of, as the candle's been cleansed, you want to do that with incense smoke. And then you just kind of sit and layer your magic and just put, the intention, hold that skull candle and let the skull candle know its purpose. So after you do that, the first thing you want to do is, I'll make sure I have, I forgot to mention, so what's going to happen when you take out the wax to load your candle? Once it's loaded with the things you want to put in it, you're going to take the wax that you dug out, stuff it back on the top. And sometimes it can be a little loose and difficult to kind of merge back with the rest of the candles. So you want to have a tea light candle or any candle lit. So when you're ready, you can take that hot wax and pour it over to kind of melt everything together and solidify it back together so it can hold in the skull. So what I'm going to do is light this first so it can be ready. So I'm going to start by digging out the bottom. Now this can be tedious and difficult depending on the type of wax and the tool that you are using. So you don't want to get anything flimsy because this can be tiresome. So you just want to make sure you're digging out enough of a hole for your stuff to go in, and you only typically have enough room to put just like a pinch of the botanicals, and in this case, the ashes. So I haven't really been making videos because I haven't, sometimes when you, as a creator, you kind of go through the stages of what do I upload? Am I uploading something that's already saturated on YouTube? So it's just like, I guess I'm needing help from you guys. Um, if you could let me know what you would like to see me, what videos you would like to see me make, I would appreciate it very much. Because I want to make videos that you guys want to watch. And so that's one of the reasons why I have not been posting on this channel, at least. And if you have not been to my other channel, do go check that out. That's a little more darker topics. Okay, so I think this is enough. Hopefully you can see the bottom. So now I am going to first take some of my money blend and sprinkle that in there. And then I'm going to take these ashes and place them in the hole. Nice. Love it. So now is when you take all the wax that you dug out, you place that back over, and you just want to mash it down to kind of solidify it. And now, when you're doing that, you'll see why it's a good idea to have melted wax poured over top of it, because sometimes it can be difficult to have it kind of stay in there. So I'm going to take this, be careful, and you just want to begin to pour some of that hot wax. And if you need more, like I said, to build up some more, but I think this is good. You just want to kind of get it all over. You wait for that to dry. I like to pat it down once the wax has cooled off a little bit to help it out. And then sometimes you'll find there's still some not adhered to the bottom. I'm going to pour a little more. This time I'm going to use the spoon. There we go. That's better. So once that is ready, now it's time to carve what you want to carve. Now, what I'm going to do, since my intention is for me to receive the messages for the prosperity intention that I set, I am going to draw a picture of an eye over the third eye. Okay. So I have that. Now I'm going to take my oil and put it over the third eye and kind of rub it all around. So here is where I kind of wipe some of it off just so you can see the eye. So that's that. So I think I'm going to sprinkle a little of this on here too. And then after, what I will do is at the time that I will light the skull, I will speak my intention. Thank you for manifesting my intention and all of those things, and then just let the magic happen. And remember, once you have it set, you want to, when you're speaking that intention, another layer is you just taking this energy here, even, from your hands, having the oil on it and everything, you kind of charge your hands, that energy up, that chi, and just kind of push it into the skull. A lot of times you'll see me when I do candle magic, you'll see my hands do this. That is the purpose, because the chi is being built up, that my chi with my intention in it flowing into the candle. So that is what you see me doing a lot of the time. So then this is when you want to push it into the skull. Visualize that energy, that electrifying energy going into the skull. Yeah, so at that time you let it sit, you let it burn, and most of the time with skull candles, they can tend to burn kind of difficult sometimes depending on where you get it from. So what I would suggest is, if you have some kind of a shallow bowl, small enough and big enough, just right to kind of sit the skull candle in, so that as it's burning, all the wax that is melting down into a puddle um, has a better chance of it all burning away, because when it's in the bottom of that base of whatever you put it in, it still kind of burns down, like it's creating another whole candle at the base. That's your best chance of letting all that wax burn. But other than that, wherever you sit it in, it's all the wax is just kind of gonna puddle up. And a lot of times what I like to do is, once that happens, I like to read the wax. So to kind of see if there's a message in the wax. So that's something that you could do after that's burned down as well, because skull candles typically always leave a lot of wax once it's burned down. But cosmic energies I call upon to flow, to open the gates where psychic energies grow. Intention set with magic's grace. May prosperity whispers find their place. Channels open wide and clear. Guidance and messages draw near. Manifesting power strong and true. May abundance flourish through and through. With this incantation, cast for me, as I will it, so mote it be. That is what I wanted to share with you, beautiful souls, on today. Hopefully you guys can suggest some videos in the comments, and I think I'm going to make a post also as like a help me out kind of post with some ideas, things that you would like to see me do here on this channel. I'm open to suggestions. That is it for today. Until the next video, I love you all, and into the shadows.